All right, so you want to remove a door, but you don't want to replace the whole jamb. And you don't want the pockets or the mortises where the hinges were. So how do we do it? Let me show you. Okay, so I'm removing a couple of doors from the bathroom, and I need to make what we used to call a Dutchman. So there's 3 hinges on each side. I removed those 3 hinges from each side. Hey Rob, just filming this. And I need to make a piece of wood that snaps in to this space. We'll call the Dutchman, and we'll block sand it, and I'll show you how it's done. So 1.5 inches is the depth of the hinges, and now, or the width of the hinges, and now I need to do the depth at 1/8 of an inch, and the length is 4 inches. I'll show you how to do that. So we set up the table saw to do the width of the hinges, 1.5 inches, rip this piece of poplar, and now it's time to set it up to do the depth of the hinges, 1/8. All right, so now I set the table saw up to rip it vertically, and now I'm going to use the chop saw to cut my 4-inch piece to length. So there's that, there's that, there's that. Now we'll go see if it fits. All right, now that we've ripped this, we're gonna bring it up. We're gonna mark it, because we don't know if this mortise is a little bigger than the hinges or not. I like to hold it right up to where it's going. I like to give it a little mark right there. All right, we have our mortise here. We've made our block on our table saw. We want to make it a little bit proud. I want it to stick out a little bit each direction, because if it sticks out a little bit, we can block sand it. If it doesn't stick out, then we're gonna have to Bondo it, and it's gonna defeat the whole purpose of it. I'm gonna get a little glue and spread it around in the corners a little bit in here, and just help with the adhesion. The goal is to use little to no spackle. So there it is. It sits. Now I wouldn't put a nail in it. A nail in it might blow it apart. So I might put some tape on it, but the plan is to let it sit just a little bit proud of this, take a block sander to it, and then take the same block and turn it this way. So this is intentionally hanging out a little bit here and a little bit here, very easy to block and block. And if you check the seam, I don't think you're gonna need to put any spackle in there. Thank you. Now we've sanded it. We've gotten the edge down, even on the edge, and got it flush here. Now we spackle. All right, so now we have put wood filler in the seams, in the cracks. We'll give it one more sand and prime. Okay, now we have sanded the wood fill off and we're ready for priming. Priming will let us know if in fact there is any gaps, any fissures, any dog nuts. Let's check it out. Okay, so now we primed our area, and here you go. Has a light coat of primer on it. You can't really see any seams or cracks. But when the paint goes on, the paint will go on much thicker, and if there's any little imperfections, that should be enough for the paint to fill in any little very slight imperfection.